peel away at the last second. Trying to force you off the path or whatnot. And when you got to the center location of the room, Casimir had stepped on a central mosaic pattern, which then began to slowly descend. Oh, a good roughly 1,200 feet down. And he ended up in this weird maze-like area. It was pretty huge. After stepping off the platform, it slowly ascended back up. Jared was able to follow. Same thing. Dargar, you were able to get there too. They decided. Casimir went off exploring by himself. Found a couple special locations. Same with Jer, who went off on himself, looking for just trying to get their bearings and find their way through. Casimir ended up in a very weird plane of existence where the laws of physics, as the characters know it from their perspective, changed. Time either increased or decreased. Distances either increased or decreased. Magic happened crazy, all while within this maelstrom that got violently, and eventually led into a portal to the abyss itself. But it also led back to where Casimir is currently at. Jared had found himself in a tower of sorts after exploring for trying to figure out what's going on. Was unable to move any objects, anything like that, because he deduced that they were time locked in position. He encountered a banshee. Running from her, he came across an assassination scene. Tried to prevent the assassination because the arrow itself, the actual murder item itself, was hovering just a mere inches away from the person to be assassinated. He managed to grab hold of that, but as he did so, he felt the friction burns on his palm of his hands. Even though it didn't look like the arrow was moving, it was moving so imperceptibly that it was still producing friction. He then followed the spiral stairs down, leading into that cavern where he's currently at. With H-like chamber, various side rooms. So to describe this room again for Jer and everyone else, this vast room, is lit by globes of bright light that hang from the 100-foot high arched ceiling. The room is an octagon, 80 feet across, with curtained archways on alternating walls. In the center of the room and rising to the ceiling stands a 20-foot square pillar of crystal. Glittering light flashing up and down its four sides. The pillar stands on a large and ornate base 15 feet tall. Within the base are two 10-foot tall archways, one on the north side, the other on the south. Each is blocked by a shimmering curtain. A tapestry hangs on the northeast wall. It is a picture of the central chamber in the crystal prism, complete with the model of the citadel of Martek.
And if I recall correctly, I came to this floor from...
The western end.
Oh, the eastern. Okay.
Eastern end, yeah, sorry, my mistake.
But originally it wasn't from there, was it?
Yes, it was.
Okay. That's right. Oh,
I just
yeah.
moved the map up, so
Right. I'm on the second floor, of this
actually
place.
you're on
Yeah.
the bottom floor.
Okay. And I wanted to go, I think, this way. So, I was, sprinting before, but then I stopped and did something. I don't remember what it was.
Yeah, basically you came across that room with the assassination attempt,
Yeah.
and you tried to prevent that when you
Mm,
saw the stairs going down.
right. Um, so I jogged. Did I jog? Yeah, I jogged down the stairs, right?
Yes,
So I could go back to sprinting this round with a strength check.
that's correct.
Okay.
And I believe you made it last session, and that was where we closed off at.
Yeah. Okay, and then that would increase my movement rate to 36. I want to go up these stairs here. So that's 17 squares to get there. So I've got 30, sorry,
Yep.
13. No, 13. 19. 19
Yeah,
left.
19 more to go. Give me 1 second here. See where that ends up.
Hey, Casimir, are you headed towards me or are you going elsewhere?
Okay, I've been away off doing my own thing for a little while, and I realized toward the end of yesterday that it was time to try to find my way back and maybe figure out how to find the rest of the party. I have no idea what Jared's been doing.
Yeah, I don't think I do either. Neither one of us know what Jared's doing. But are we aware of where each other are, or are we both?
No, I came down here and, for better or worse, I started exploring on my own. And then Jared came down when he was elsewhere.
And then you followed them. So, Daga, you're just coming down from this central platform. I'll read that to you when I get there. Give me a second here.
Okay.
I gotta get the map book. One good thing about some of these these early mega modules is they came with booklets of maps and images.
I really like how this map aligns to the grid. It's really nice. You can actually see the walls, if you were to put dynamic lighting lines in.
Right. Yeah, I know. Unfortunately, I really don't have time to do all that now. Let's see here. Actually, you went down to 26. Okay, so yeah, this spiral staircase ends up going down,
Ah. Oh,
not up.
okay. Um, gotcha. That means... Okay, so... Z or X. X. Okay, so I was right here. Oh yeah, I wouldn't know that.
These stairs would go. These stairs go down.
Yeah, I wouldn't know that, so I have to go down to find out. Well, I suppose.
You can see that they go
Yeah, I
down.
can see the
You can
stairs
see
go
that
down.
they go down. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, so.
Whereas the stairs that you came down
19.
from go up.
Yeah, so I have 19 left. The hell? Okay, 13, 18, 19. So I would end there. I'm trying to go to this stairwell here. So I can see there's one that goes up on this
Yeah, that
side. And one that goes down. I want to go back upstairs.
So you're gonna use the southern one.
Yep. But I can't reach it
Okay.
because I've used up all of my movement. And I'm not going to try to go faster than ×3. Because it becomes a strength check nightmare and also a con check nightmare too.
Yeah. So Nash, you can see where you're at right now in that central location.
Yeah.
Yeah. So you come down there to the central location. Yeah. So Dagger, as you descend, the walls of the shaft open up as the disc drops through the ceiling of an amazingly large room. This is a cathedral of crystal, brilliantly lit from within. The room is an enormous hexagon, some 420 feet from side to side. The disc continues to drop from a dizzying height of about 1,200 feet, finally coming to rest gently on the floor about 90 feet from the southern corner of the room. In the center of the room, there is a platform of white stone. Stairs lead up to the from all sides. There are crystals on top of the platform, but they are too far away to see clearly. An arched hall, 60 feet wide and 200 feet tall, opens out to the north. It is dark. There are 5 other hallways, at, each at one of the other corners of the hexagonal room. The passageways to the north, northwest, and southeast are brightly lit, and the others are dark. There is a crystal miniature of the Citadel of Martek on top of the platform. It looks just like the same area when you first entered this bizarre microcosm of a universe.
Wow, what a huge room.
Except the only thing different about the model of this diorama of the citadel is that 3 of the minaret corners are missing. The 6 corners of the model face the 6 hallways of the cathedral. The missing minarets are from the corners that face the lit hallways. The 3 remaining cannot be removed, and they face the darkened corridors.
Strange.
And there are runes that coalesce into dwarven script that say 6 paths to glory, 6 paths to doom, 6 paths to minarets, the keys up to my tomb. Replace the 6 minarets from the places now hidden, and you may then enter. To my tomb you'll be bidden. Be valiant and faithful, there's always a way, and if you survive it, you'll have glory this day.
So the minarets that are missing are the ones that are facing the dark hallways.
No, the minarets that are missing are the ones facing the lit hallways.
The lit hallways, okay.
There's that rhyme again. Yeah, I put it in the Roll20 chat.
Dargar's gonna realize that he's by himself and try shouting out for Casimir or Jer. I know
Yes,
this room is huge,
each of these individual hexes on the map are 60 feet.
so it's way, way too far.
Yeah, basically you could travel 1 hex per turn.
Well, it's starting to look like we might have to travel down these dark hallways and retrieve minarets and bring them back.
No, the dark hallways. Okay, so if you're looking at the model, the 3 minarets that have that are on the model, they all face the corridors that are darkened.
Oh, okay.
The ones that are the minarets that are missing face the corridors that are lit.
Okay, so we would, if we are to retrieve minarets, maybe the lit corridors are the ones that we have to follow.
That was Casimir's and Jer's understanding as well.
All right, well, Dargar is going to try to form up the party. So he's going to try to track either Jer or Casimir and see if he can establish a direction of their travel.
Okay. Casimir, you can hear echoing amongst the crystal prism of the walls and the chamber a bellow, almost like a halloo, if you will.
Wait, you said a bell?
No, almost like a echo of a dwarven voice raised in a hello, where are you type of thing.
Okay, off in the distance, bouncing around in the corridor.
It's ringing about the crystalline structure of this edifice.
Okay, so my options are, I was already thinking I'd been away from the party a long time, might be a good time to go back. So my options are to go places I haven't been before and hope I get back, or I could just retrace my steps, which sounds like a little simpler plan in this huge, weird place we're in. So I'm going to go back the way I came. Okay, remind me, last week I found I think I found one of these little minaret things.
Yeah, you did find one. You were able to retrieve the minaret. It was on an island surrounded by this fierce maelstrom of a storm. And as soon as you
Yep.
grabbed it, all hell broke loose, literally, and you found yourself plummeting through a gateway to the abyss, only to end up back where you're at now.
Right, because now there was a. Let me move my token for a sec. I was in this other room that had
Right.
a platform in there. Okay,
Right.
and so I still have the minaret with me, or did I set it down somewhere?
Still have the minaret with you.
Okay, now I'm
For
going to head
without it-
back. Go on.
Yeah, for without it, you would have ended up in the abyss.
Okay, so I'm glad I have it. I'm going to hang on and find my way back and put this where it belongs with the other minaret. So, okay, I'm just going to head back toward the middle room.
Okay.
I guess that'll take a while.
Yeah, again with 60 feet per hex. I believe you can probably travel only 2 hexes per turn.
Hey, is that Dargar?
It's Stargar.
Casimir, where have you been?
I've been everywhere. So I went around and was in one room here, and I ended up getting transported, I don't know, somewhere. And I found this minaret thing. Look, I've got it right here. And kind of looks like these little minarets that are around this dais that we're standing on. And so I think I'm supposed to put this down.
Wow.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, so I'll tell you about this
Okay.
weird storm thing I was in later, but for right now, I'm just going to set this thing down.
So do you said where it is, where the minaret would be facing the entryway you came into?
Yes, I think that's what I should do.
Okay. So as you do so, that whole section goes dark.
My God, Casimir. What's the meaning of this?
I don't know, but I flew through a storm and it was weird.
And you can no longer remove that minaret from that position. Yeah, so that whole section, northwest section, is completely dark, except for the passageway to the north.
Okay. Hey, I'm starting to figure this thing out. And I think what we need to do is go either north or southeast and go do something, maybe what I did last time, which is a little scary, but it worked out, and find another minaret and bring it back here.
I think you might be onto something.
Still no sign of Jer.
Sorry, say again?
And there's still no sign of Jer. You know he's down here, Casimir, because you did meet up with him prior.
Okay, so, and that's the other thing we need to do. So we find minarets and also find Jer, because, I had no idea if anyone was going to follow me down here, but now I'm pretty sure he's down here, and I want to just put the party back together.
Okay, let's search for him. I
do you
never know
think?
where that guy is.
Yeah, what do you think, north or southeast?
Let's try southeast.
Okay. Okay, so we head down to the southeast.
Okay.
Aren't these rooms huge?
Yeah. Yeah, the hexes are 60 feet across. So this small room that we're going to is 180 feet across.
And I'll get to you in a second there. I'm just going to reload the page again because I X'd out of it. Yeah, X out of it. I backed out of it.
And the floors and ceiling are all a polished type of stone.
They are crystal lattice.
Run that by me again. You just cut out at the last word.
It's a crystal lattice-like structure.
Okay, crystal lattice.
Go again. Got to flip back and forth between maps and stuff. But that's okay. Yeah, again, so you're in this light lit area of about 180 feet in diameter. There's a passageway leading off to the north, which is dark, and a passageway leading off to the southwest, which is lit.
Hey, this is me, right?
No, Dagar and Nash. Dagar and Kevin. I'll get back to you in a second. I've already put you on the map where the stairs up lead to, so don't worry about that.
Okay, so to the north, it just goes into darkness.
Right.
So how about that southwest?
Yeah, let's go there.
So I'm in this room to the southwest, and what do I see?
Okay, give me a second here.
If this crystal lattice was only diamonds, I could chisel off a piece.
A young woman kneels, so you come across a similar stand before. In the center of this area is a crystal ball, sits on a dais with a white polished stone. Okay, that's the first thing you see in the room when you enter it into that southwest chamber. As you view inside the crystal ball, you see a young woman kneeling inside the crystal cylinder. Her face turned upward, a tear halfway down her cheek. Her lovely oval face is set off by dark almond eyes and by silken hair that sweeps to her waist. At her knees sits a brass ball of curious and intricate workmanship. and half hidden by the folds of her gown, a crystal minaret lies beside her. She is absolutely motionless. So that's the crystal ball right there.
So she is an image in the crystal ball, or she's a.
That is what you see as you view inside the crystal ball. Just like when you looked at the other crystal ball in the north area, and you saw the maelstrom and the island.
Yeah, yeah. Hey, Dargar, check out this chick. I didn't know if you're into humans.
And if you continue southwest, it goes back into darkness. Northwest and southeast are lit, as you can tell.
Girl is frozen in time almost.
She's motionless.
What magic be this, Casimir?
Well, I don't know, but I saw this crystal ball before, and it had this image of this minaret in swirling around in a storm. So I ended up going to a place that looked like it was the storm, and I went right to the center of the storm. I actually found the minaret, and then I got tossed around and almost died and stuff. But I'm back.
So this woman, if you've seen this before, this woman that we see before us is possibly alive and somewhere near us.
Oh, possibly.
Was the minaret that you saw frozen in time, or was it moving? I guess
Well, I don't remember the
interesting.
minaret per se by itself, but it was in the middle of a storm, and that was definitely moving. And then when I got to the storm, it was really moving.
Maybe we should explore these other passages before we do anything with this thing.
Okay.
Do you want to go north or southeast?
Um. Oh. Okay. Yeah. Let's. I don't know. Yeah. Let's go north or northwest or whatever that is, and see what's in that room.
Okay, in the center of this room, which is again 180 feet across, stands a 30-foot diameter disc raised 2 feet from the floor.
A 30-foot diameter what?
Disc
Oh, it did.
mosaic that's raised 2 feet off the floor.
Anything under the disc, or is it a?
No, no, it's solid. It's just like a dais that's maybe about 24 inches off, raised off the floor.
Well, Casimir,
Like you have to.
should we try jumping up on this thing?
Um. We could. Of course, we all got in here in the first place because I stepped on a platform and got lowered down here. So I'm not sure. You never can tell. We might end up splitting the party more.
And Casimir, you do recognize that the dimensions of that platform is the same one that similarly led you to that strange island and maelstrom.
Yes. Yeah, let's not step on this yet.
Okay.
But
Leave
we've
somewhere
we've
you
seen
not before. Possibly it's linked to the image that's in the crystal ball.
Yeah, if we're interested in finding Jer first before we get into any more bizarre adventures, I wouldn't step on this platform just yet.
Okay. Let's find Jer.
Yeah. Okay. Let's check that southeast room and then start searching further until we find him.
And with that, I'm going to go back to him.
Okay. So now, if I'm not mistaken, in order to keep up my ×3 sprint, I have to do a con check at -1.
Okay, so you run up the stairs.
So now I'm exhausted.
The ornate spiral staircase leads both up and down. Visibility is limited to about 5 feet up and down because of the curve of the walls.
Mic check?
You're good.
Okay. What was that about the curve of the walls?
You can only see about 5 feet in either direction, up the staircase or down, because of
Okay.
how it curves.
Yeah, okay. So I have to slow down to a walk now because unfortunately I've exhausted myself, which means I'm now lightly encumbered until I can rest for as many
Okay.
rounds as I ran. So that reduces my speed to 8. And I am going to walk 8 squares up this staircase. There's 3 of them. So I'm like, yeah.
Okay, so you climb up the staircase, come to another level. And then you're quite winded. As you're going up it, though, you notice that the chamber to the north off the staircase looks vaguely familiar.
Oh, yeah, yep. Yeah, I know.
Uh, Basically, you ran through that way, bypassing the staircase. So,
Yep. Yeah, I'm trying to completely lose the enemy right now, hopefully.
oh, as far as you know, you did. You haven't seen hide nor hair since you first encountered her.
Yeah. And if I'm not mistaken, this should take me to the same floor as the crystal room. Yeah. The room with the teleporter is.
Actually, that's where you're at, is on that level. You're climbing up the stairs and you came up to another level.
Oh, that's right. I was transported onto a bed.
You're transported You're transported here to the central chamber
Okay. All right. So I guess
on this level.
I'll check what's on the level above then.
Okay, give me a second. I'll get that map. Open it and just make sure you have it resized properly. And I'm uploading that map right now. Hopefully I don't exceed my limit.
This is a limit on Roll20 anyway.
I believe it was like 10 gig.
For pro users, right now it's 6 gigabytes.
That's all your maps and including sounds too.
Yeah, music,
Maps,
music that you've
settings,
uploaded.
sounds.
There's no real good reason to upload music, anyways. Most of the public domain music that you can get off the internet is already on Roll20. So
Maybe somebody should create a streaming service for
There
fantasy
is,
gaming.
there is called Sirenscape, but there's no way to make it work with Roll20 as of yet.
Oh, okay.
Okay, so there you go.
okay. So that's 4, right? So 5, 6, 7, 8, and I think I know where I'm going. Good. Yep. That's the end of my turn.
So let me describe the area that you're in now.
Oh yeah, it's quite beautiful, isn't it?
Two huge figures stand in this 20-foot square room, their faces wrapped in cloth. their eyes almost hidden in the shadows beneath their helmets and turbans. They stand ready, swords in their gloved hands. Archways are open in the north and south walls. A wooden door in the west wall is partly open. A door to the east wall is closed. And I think I'll put those figures in there just for.
Oh shit. Is it a moving figure? Or is it just a statue? Oh, I can't see it anyways.
You can't see them?
It looked like it was in the other room for a second.
They're in this room,
Okay.
and they're unmoving, like all the other figures you've seen so far.
Oh, right. Frozen in time. Gotcha. Okay. Yep, that should be the end of my
Okay,
turn.
so so we're back to Dargar and Casimir.
Well, Casimir, this disc is dangerous, so let's leave it alone and go to the south.
Yeah, let's do it and just kind of see what's in there, and then maybe start looking for Jer.
I'll take the lead.
Okay.
Not like we don't have plenty of space to span out on these corridors.
Right, 60 foot wide. Yeah, I think we've got room more than shoulder to shoulder.
Be wary as I pass the crystal ball with the frozen woman inside of it.
The scene
Yeah.
the scene still has not changed.
Okay, so pretty much all we can see in the crystal ball is the woman kneeling.
The woman kneeling. You do see a picture of you do see what appears to be a minaret hidden amongst the folds of her gown or robes or whatever. She's either pleading to somebody or something, but you cannot see from the rest of it. You just see that woman. And as you go to the southeast room, again 180 feet across, stands a 30-foot diameter disc raised 2 feet off the platform, off the floor.
Okay, so this is like
Another one.
the platform I ended up on when I came back from the weird place.
Exactly.
This is the incoming platform.
Right. So if we stepped on this now, it might be fine because if it only brings people back, then we wouldn't go anywhere. But, I just don't want to step on it right now.
Good to know. Yeah, now might not be a good idea to step on either one of these until we get Jer back. Should we bother searching this whole area? It'd take us a long time, probably.
Well, yeah, I suppose we could just look for any sign of anything that's worth looking at, I guess. But like if the floors are just polished stone and the walls are polished stone, what we're looking for is something that stands out, like this disc here and the disc in the other room, a piece of furniture, shelf. I don't know.
Maybe we should try the other corridor that heads down into blackness.
Okay, now I don't think Jer would necessarily have gone into the blackness. I mean, we kind of figured that we needed to go to the lit corridors, so I'm gonna guess that he went to a lit corridor.
All right, well, let's go down until it just to see where the transition between light to dark is, and maybe we'll decide not to enter it.
Cool.
All right, head north again and continue west towards the darkness, but we won't. We'll stay in the lit corridor just as we go.
Yeah, so the transition is pretty abrupt when you get to it. Yeah, when you get there, you can definitely see that there is a delineation between light and dark.
And does it just immediately create a wall of blackness?
No, it's just that, I mean, you can see it's just not as bright as the hallway you're in.
Does infravision allow me to look further on past the darkness, or
You're not seeing any residual heat.
okay?
I'm having trouble with moving around on the map. I think I clicked on something and now it wants to move the map instead of me.
You're fine.
Yeah, I did that once too. I can't remember how to fix it.
I think you're good because I got the map on a separate layer. Except I don't have the dynamic lighting set up for it, so you are able to pass the walls. Be careful.
We don't see a disc in the darkness, do we? Platform.
You see it, but not here. You don't. Not there. You don't. This seems to be like one of them This seems to be like one of those junction court rooms.
All right. Well, let's maybe go and choose another lit corridor to search. What do you think, Casimir?
Yeah, I like it. Let's if we backtrack the way we came from back to that center room, we can go whichever direction is remaining, which I think is
Due north.
Hear any strange sounds while we're traveling, or is it all quiet?
Nope. Just basically strange echoing as you're going through, as your armor is ringing off the crystal.
Casimir, you came from this northwest corridor, right?
Yeah, I went. Let me look again. I went into the northwest corridor and brought back a minaret from that. So, Mark, you were saying that the northwest corridor went dark after I came back and placed the minaret.
Yes, you did. Yes, it did. So you basically the north corridor is lit, and the southeast corridor is lit.
All right. Well, let's try the north.
Yep. And then we get to this room up here. I was around to the west, the southwest. I have not been to the southeast.
We'll follow Casimir's directions and head to the southeast.
Okay, so again, you come across to one of those areas with the platform. Now the platform with the crystal ball in it. Again, the center room, 180 feet wide, says 30-foot diameter. That's a disc. Okay, we don't want that. In the center of the room, of the area is a crystal ball that sits on a dais of polished stone. And inside this crystal ball, you see a dimly lit room, some 40-foot square. A crystal minaret rests on a red satin pillow. The torches on the walls give off the light, but they do not flicker. 4 doors lead out of the room. 2 of those are open.
Is the door across from us closed?
Now, that's what you're seeing inside a crystal ball. You're seeing a room lit by torches. The room is some 40-foot square. There are 4 doorways, 2 of which are opened.
Okay. If we examine the image closely, can we see a minaret in it?
Yeah, it's resting on a red satin pillow.
Casimir, have you ever seen this room before?
Have not been here, and I don't know what I'm looking at in the crystal ball either.
Me either.
So minaret resting on a red satin pillow.
Yep.
So if we go there, we will just find a satin pillow and it'll be right there and we'll take it and everything's good, right?
Sounds
As far as I know. So we're not sure where Jer went. He may have gone this way. He may have gone to the one in the southeast. We don't know. We can look around for Jer or we can follow him into one of these or the other.
I guess let's check out the northeast and southwest.
Yeah.
We'll go north first. Or no,
Okay.
yeah, let's go north.
Okay, so again, there is a 30-foot diameter platform, some 2 feet off the floor.
And it looks like the platform where I came back from being in a weird
Exactly.
place.
Another
Yes.
one of those receiving platforms.
Yeah, and if I remember correctly, it was a platform in the opposite room where I stepped on and disappeared and found the storm and found the minaret in the eye of the storm.
All right, well, let's head southwest and have a look down there.
There is a platform, some 30 feet in diameter, raised 2 feet off the floor.
Does it look any different than the platform to the north?
Yeah.
Does it remind me of the platform I stepped on when I disappeared?
Yes, it does.
Okay, so and then again, when we looked through the crystal ball, we saw the minaret on the pillow. Was there other details there?
Yeah, it was in a 40-foot square room.
40-foot square room.
Torches on the wall. Torches giving off illumination. There are 4 doors, from what you could tell, in the room. 2 of those doors being opened.
Four doors, 2 were open. Well, okay. So Jer may have gone this way. We don't know. We haven't found him anywhere else. With all of our walking around, if we assume he didn't go in the dark areas and we went everywhere else, there's a pretty good chance we would have found him already. We can try going in this one, see if we can find the minaret on a pillow, and maybe Jer will be there and maybe not.
Well, picking up a minaret on a red pillow doesn't seem like a hard task at all. But usually things look easy or tougher than they actually appear.
Well, I flew through a storm and that was, I don't know, tougher and easier than it appeared because I thought I was going to die, but everything worked out.
Are you healthy enough if we run into any baddies in here?
Yeah, I'm feeling pretty healthy right now, and I think I've got all my spells available.
I'm pretty close to full too. Okay, well, let's try it then. I can go first if you want.
I think that I should go in right after you because if you disappear, I don't know. It seems like I should just you go and I go right after, or we go together, something like that.
Yeah, we can go together. All right, Casimir and I will step onto the platform at the same time.
Okay. You find yourself standing in a 60-foot square room, dimly lit by torches on the walls. There is a stillness in the room. There is no sound or motion here. With a start, with a start, you notice that the dim flames on torches do not flicker. You are standing on a raised circular platform 20 feet across. To the south, a glittering object sits on a pillow. 4 doorways lead out of this room, one near each corner of the room. The northeast door is open, 2 feet. The southwest door is wide open, and the other 2 doors are closed.
Uh-huh. I want to go look at that red object in the south.
Okay. It is a red satin pillow on which stands a crystal minaret.
Okay. This is not seeming too difficult right now. So, okay. Hey, Dargar, come here. I think I've got what we're looking for, and I want to pick it up.
And as you do appear closer, you do notice that the flames in the torches are not moving.
Just like in the crystal ball.
Just like in the crystal ball.
Strange flames, don't you think?
Very, yes. So, well, something tells me there's a trap involved here, but I'm willing to reach down and pick that thing up.
Dargar will ready his weapon and keep his eye on the flames.
Okay,
Okay, I'm gonna.
as you grasp the minaret, you find that you cannot move it.
Knew there had to be a trick. Okay, this thing will not move. It's just a normal lightweight object that I should be able to pick up, but it's not going anywhere. So there's something else we have to do.
Maybe we should go and look through the northeastern door that's open.
Okay.
We will. I'll go first, or actually, we could probably walk side by side, and we'll go to the northeast open door and see where it leads.
Oh, how big are the squares here?
5 feet.
Is it darkness? Do we need a light source?
No,
Casimir,
this northeast door is this northeast door is open 2 feet wide. So it's only open about 2.
Okay, so I'll have to go through single file.
and it's a standard sized door, like 3 feet wide.
Standard size door.
Okay, let's carefully push that door open and see what happens.
It won't budge.
Okay, so we've got torch flames that don't flicker, and we've got stuff that ought to move easily that just won't move.
So it's like this room is put on pause.
Yes. Okay, can I squeeze through the 2-foot opening?
Sure.
Dargar, you're right behind me?
Right behind you.
It might be a tight fit for him, but you can get through it.
Do I hear them now? I think I'm
Something
less
echoing.
than 90 feet.
You're above them.
Yeah, echoing.
Yeah, so you hear something echoing.
And they can probably hear me wheezing, right? Because I'm like.
No. So I'm just waiting for Casimir, for Dargar to join Casimir. Can you see the map? Yeah, you can. Okay. Excuse me. The door. So, a large oval bed strewn with pillows is in the center of this 30-foot square room. The figure of a woman dressed in royal robes sits on the edge of the bed, unmoving. She's inspecting a curved dagger blade. An ornate door stands open in the center of the west wall, and a curtain of beads blocks an archway in the east.
She's holding a dagger. Nothing's moving.
I think they just passed the stairwell that I'm in. Surely they could hear my footfalls on the steps.
Again, it's echoing. You're not certain where. Nature of the plane you're on.
Mm-hmm.
Dargar is going to greet the woman as if she can hear us.
Doesn't seem to respond in any way.
Okay, Dargar will step forward up closer to her and have a closer inspection of what's going on.
She sits there motionless, looking at the dagger. Well, no, correction. She doesn't have the dagger. I forgot about that. But she's looking as if she was holding a dagger.
Okay.
Can we move any of the pillows or items nearer, or
You cannot.
Looks like a curtain separating this little room. Can I move that?
Yeah, a curtain of beads.
Can I move it?
No, you cannot. Cannot even separate the strands.
it's almost as if this whole world is frozen?
Right. And we're not going to be able to pick the minaret up unless we unfreeze it, I think.
Somebody's got to press play on the remote control.
The door on the west is open wide enough for people to pass through it.
Okay. Now we showed up in this kind of the room with the 4 doors. before, we can keep searching where we are, or we can kind of go back around and start in the room we were in. What do you think?
Yeah, I think maybe we should return to the room we started in and go to the southwest door that's also open.
Okay, so yeah, we just got the two choices because I'll bet we won't be able to open those other two doors. But if we can go through, we might just be able to find something. Okay.
All right, we'll leave the room from where we came.
And again, it's a tight fit to get past the door, but you managed to do so.
So close and yet so far away.
This door happens to be wide open.
Okay, I'll step inside.
A long, low table fills the center of this room. Pillows are strewn all about, most of them at the western end of the table. A servant stoops over the table, pouring a red liquid into a goblet on the table. The liquid is frozen in midair, halfway to the goblet. There is a doorway with its curtains pulled back in the east wall. A partly open door leads out through the north wall where you came in, and the archway in the west wall opens into a hall going north. So here's the hallway going north, the door that you came through, and the beaded curtain that's been pulled open. And there is a single servant in this room, appearing to be pouring some wine, and the wine is frozen in midstream, and the servant seems to not notice you.
And these are humans, and they're like older.
Elvish.
Strange, isn't it, Casimir?
Yeah, very strange, but yeah, now we need a clue about how to start time up again.
Yeah. Let's maybe try that door at the end to the west, or the opening to the west.
Sure.
Okay. Tables line the east and west walls of this 20-foot by 30-foot wide room. Open archways lead from the centers of the north and south walls. A motionless figure of a servant girl stands in the eternal blush. Her hand is trapped in a slap across the face of a surprised fat man dressed in rich robes and a turban.
Has it been around for them yet? Do I get a turn?
Yeah. I'll go back to you now.
Okay. So I'm just moving through this room to here. And that's about as far as I can get.
Okay. This room that you can see is 30 feet wide, 40 feet long. There is an open archway in the center of the north and south walls. A curtain blocks a 20-foot wide hole in the east wall. There is a 10-foot wide iron door in the center of the west wall. 3 guards, with their swords drawn, stand at each side of the room. 2 other guards are frozen in mid-stride as they race for the northern doorway. 3 strange figures stand with the swords drawn to block the running guards' way.
Okay, I'll come in after Dargar so we can see what's going on in this room.
Okay, let me get the scene set for Jer first, and
Oh yeah, okay, sorry. I thought you were talking to Dargar. Take your time.
okay, so we got that set here. I'm not going to place the other frozen guard. But so there's these 3 strange figures blocking the northern exit.
Okay.
And we'll go back to Casimir. And we'll go back to Casimir and Dargar
Yeah.
because you are moving at exhausted.
Yep.
So yeah, in this room, basically there's again tables line the east and west walls of the 20-foot by 30-foot square room that Dargar can see. An open archway leads from the center of the north and south walls. The motionless figure of a servant girl stands in an eternal blush. Her hand is trapped in a slap across the face of a surprised fat man dressed in a rich turban. And you can basically see the flesh of his face mold around her hand from where she slaps him as he got surprise.
If we move into the room, can we reposition her hand or his face, or is it just so impossible to move?
You cannot interact with anything.
Casimir, are you with me, or are you just in the other room?
I'm gonna, yeah, I'm moving up right behind you, staying close.
Let's enter this room and search anything that we can. If we can't open anything or touch anything, then we'll just look around. Yet
Okay.
another room.
Looks yeah, like this next one has a table in the middle of it.
You're just passing through to the next room.
Yeah, if we can't do anything in this room, we'll go through the north exit and enter the next room.
Okay, well, this appears to be a kitchen. Lush and wonderful foods. Okay. Lush and wonderful foods of every kind you can imagine lie on the counters. But all the food is rock hard, tasteless, and odorless. Archways lead from the central of the north and south walls, and there is a closed door in the east wall.
Door in the east wall. Yeah. Of course, it's not going to open, but I'll try to open it.
Will not budge.
Stuff on the table. Does it budge?
Well, if you step on the table, it's firm, but nothing on the table moves. Like if you try to move something out of the way, it doesn't move.
Okay, moving on. I'm going to go to this room in the north. What do you think, Dargar?
So, rough shelves line the west wall of this 20-foot square room. Meat hooks with quartered beasts hang from the ceiling. The meat looks appetizing, but it's stone hard. Two cooks kneel motionlessly with their ears pressed against a closed door in the east wall. They seem to be trying to hear some sound through the door, and there is an open archway to the south.
There's a door. It's not going to open, but I'm going to try to open it.
And unfortunately, you have to get by the servants first, the cooks first.
Yeah.
They're right there kneeling by that door.
Okay, skip that then. Excuse me, servants, can you get out of the way, please?
No response.
That east door is gonna be unopenable. Did we try it?
No, because the servant people were kneeling in front of it, so I couldn't get to it. So there's servants kneeling in front of the door. Are there a bunch of other servants in the room?
No.
And there's no way to get past them to the door.
You can't budge past them.
Does it look like the door opens in to the room we're in or out into the next
It
room?
opens. It opens in.
Right, so they're definitely blocking it. This may
Yeah, the situation says that they're listening at the door.
they're listening at the door.
Yes.
I'll bet that's really interesting, but we might be at the end of the line here, and it might be time to go check something else out if there's something else to check.
Okay, lead the way.
Yeah, I see a place we haven't gone yet.
Dargar will follow Casimir.
Yeah, just come south until we get to that one room with the big table and or the really nice rug and pillows. So I don't think we've gone east here yet.
That's right. We haven't gone in there.
So what's this room like? Sort of L-shaped room?
Okay, 1 second here. Okay, so yeah, to the south, you do see a archway that leads to a spiral staircase that leads both up and down. The walls of this 20-foot square room are lined with pegs on which handsome robes hang. A tall man rich white robes stands against one wall of the passageway leading off to the east. Half hidden by the open curtains of the passageway, he faces the archway in the west wall. An archway to the south leads to a spiral staircase leading up and down.
The guy's facing the west wall. Anything unusual about that guy?
He appears to be skeletal.
It appears to be what? Sorry.
Skeletal, emaciated.
Oh, skeletal. Yeah, yeah. Okay. Guy's not eating enough. The funny thing is, there's a lot of food in here. That's surprising that he would be emaciated. Dressed funny, dressed differently from the people here.
No, he's dressed in a rich white robe.
Hey, something just moved.
Yeah. Roll for surprise.
D10.
Yep.
Just a straight up D10.
Yep.
I think I'm screwed with my roll.
Me too.
Okay, yes, Casimir, you are surprised as this figure suddenly takes a lunge at you with a wicked looking dagger.
Okay, so what does the figure look like?
The figure, the white robed figure, appears to be the skeletal remains of a human. He holds a wicked looking dagger in hand, almost crisp shaped, serpentine shaped.
Okay. Okay, I guess you need my armor class.
Basically, it's initiative right now. Go ahead and roll it for yourself, Casimir. We'll just skip you this round.
Okay, 12 for next round.
Okay.
Wow. Maximum roll and maximum weapon speed factor.
Hey. Okay. So yeah, it would have been Casimir's turn, but he's surprised. Yes, this thing attacks you.
Oh yeah. Shit. That way I get my round.
Okay.
And I can't see their turn, so you'll have to tell me when my turn
Right.
comes up.
Yep.
It's my turn now?
No, it's actually what they're facing's turn.
Okay.
Okay, looks like it's back to my turn already.
No, we haven't even got to you yet.
Okay.
I gotta get him all set up here for.
Oh, is it round 2 of combat?
No, it's still round 1. I gotta get him set. I gotta get my monster set up.
Okay.
The bad things about having to work during the week, I don't have very little time to do everything I need to do afterwards.
No problem, Mark. Take your time. I'm sitting here playing, practicing some guitar, listening.
Okay, so I got his Facco, so yeah. So Casimir takes a swing in, misses at you.
Oh, good.
Okay, so Jared, back up to you. You see these 3 figures blocking the passage of some other figures who are trying to run. The running figures are motionless.
Yeah. um, I'm going to hide here and rest so I can get
Okay.
my energy back. I only ran for 1 round, so I should be able to.
Right. So,
So
yeah, that would have
hide in
been
shadows
Jer.
and
Yeah, when Jer entered the initiative, he reset the tracker. So
there we go. So now I'm back up to movement
right.
12, and I can jog again. So next.
Dargar is going to attack the cloaked figure, the dark figure, with his battle axe.
Yep.
And he'll be attacking the same target twice, I think, off the start here.
Yeah, there's nothing you're going to get. That just misses.
I guess he misses twice.
Yeah, that first one was a near miss. Okay, now we're at round 2.
Oh.
Okay, the first thing I'm going to try to do is turn this creature.
Okay.
Back, foul undead. Ooh, I'm level 9 now, aren't I? Per the table, I can turn a ghost, but not a lich.
Okay.
Nice.
It recoils back from you.
Yeah.
Nice dice roll.
Casimir, keep doing whatever you're doing.
Back. Just back, you.
Okay, so hopefully he hasn't just turned something towards me. I'm going to pop out from hiding, and I'm going to start jogging. So I've got movement 24. I'm going to go back down these stairs. Here, there. So back down to the floor from whence I came. I still have 12 movement left.
Okay, I already have you on that map. So I'll just get everyone together.
And
So there you go.
okay, nice. Okay. I'm going to jog down these stairs here and crumple into the corner there. Facing outward. And hopefully next round I can hide.
Well, things sort of kind of hisses at Casimir. Can't really do anything about him, so he turns his attention on the dwarf.
Dargar, you want to
Ooh.
use missile weapons, and I'll try to keep force him back from you?
Sounds like a good idea.
So it's something more powerful than a ghost. Damn.
Well, no, apparently I did turn it. It just hasn't run away very far.
I need everyone to make a saving throw versus spells. Wisdom bonus will apply, and Jer, your 90% magic resistance will apply.
Oh, because it's a charm spell. Okay.
It's a mind effective.
D 100. Okay, I passed.
Casimir.
Does any other kind of bonuses like armor or rings of protection? I don't know. I don't have.
Those will apply if. Actually, no, those won't apply because this is a mind affecting, not a physical attack.
Right. I already added in my wisdom bonus, so it looks like a fail.
Oh, suddenly you become
I think
terrified.
a natural 20.
Yay.
Yeah, somebody says it's a good time to roll natural 20s.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, so Casimir, you are become terrified of this thing.
Okay.
And Dagger, it has hit you.
Oh. Owie!
You take only a measly, lousy point of damage.
Just a scratch. Casimir, are you going to be okay?
Guys, I'm really scared.
Pull it together, man.
But it's scary.
No scarier than any of these other beasts.
No way. He's like totally scary. Okay. What kind of effect is the fear having on me?
You're terrified of it. Basically, this creature emanates a continual fear aura.
$15 feet or more, too.
But you're still.
Can I maintain my?
Yes. It's tough to concentrate, but you can still maintain your turn.
Okay. Go away, scary thing.
So we're up to Dagger.
All right, Dargar will attack this beast twice again.
He attacks around?
Yeah, I'm specialized with my battle axe.
Okay.
So that's 3 and 2.
So you must be at 3 attacks every 2 rounds, unless you've reached that next plateau to every one.
Yeah, and I've also reached a level where I attack 3.3 and 2 as well.
At level 7, it becomes 2 per round.
Yep.
Okay.
So yeah, you can attack twice this round.
So I'm always 2 attacks per round, right? Or am I not calculating that right?
Well, normally, if when you're special, you get 1 attack every round. Then I think at 5th level it's 3 every 2, or 7th level, something like that. But being specialized, you get the extra attack. So you already started off at 3 every 2. Now you're at 2 every 1.
Yeah, okay, that's how I thought it went. I'm not 3 and 5 or anything funny like that.
No.
There's a table called Specialist Attacks per round, I think.
Um,
Yeah, table 35.
Player's handbook?
Yep.
35 is combat mode. That's the end.
Player's Handbook.
The wrong book.
Player's Handbook is the wrong book.
No, I was in the wrong book. I was in the DMG.
Oh.
Yeah, so normally, from levels 1st to 6, characters would get 1 attack per round. Then at 7 to 12, they get 2 attacks. Or 3 every 2 attacks, and then 5 every 2, or whatever. However it is. But being a specialist, you get 3 every 2 from levels 1 to 6. 2 attacks every round. 7 to 12th level. Then 5 attacks every 2 rounds.
Okay.
So yeah, you're at 2 attacks every round. Oof.
No. So I guess I'm going to lose my second attack.
Yes. yes.
You see, all that talk about having 2 attacks per round just ruined it.
That is the problem with being a warrior. Rolling ones on your multiple attacks sucks.
Yeah.
It depends on the DM. Some will allow you to get the multiple attack, allow you to get that second attack, but others,
Yeah.
like myself, depending on when you fumble.
Yeah.
So, Casimir, you're still going to continue turning?
Okay, so yeah, actually, well, my first thought was I wanted to get close to the guy to push him away from Dargar so Dargar could use missile weapons against him. But I'm afraid now, so I'm not sure if that is going to work.
No, that's not.
Right. So I'm going to try to stay put and maintain the turn, and maybe Dargar can, I don't know, get behind me and use a missile weapon on him.
Although if he attacks with a missile weapon, your turn is for naught. Because your turn doesn't work when someone, as soon as someone attacks the creature you're turning,
Yeah,
they're no longer turned.
I thought that was just melee.
No. Yeah, if Dargar forces a creature back and attacks it, then the turn's broke. Or something along those lines. I don't know how it's weird.
Yeah, I think you can force them back, and as long as you don't get up in their face with melee weapons, they're still turned. I think.
Oh, geez, monster that's not in the monster's manual. Okay. So yeah, so Dargar, Casimir, sure.
Let's see. Wow, no good
Not sure why
place.
it's not jumping to you.
Say again.
I'm not sure why it's not jumping to you.
I'm going to step around the corner here and hide.
Okay. And again, Mrs. Dargar. And it's his turn.
Okay, I'm going to take Casimir's advice and try to back up and switch to missile weapons. Is that still the plan of attack, Casimir?
Yeah, I think that's a good attack. I'm assuming my turn will hold it back away from you so that you can blast it. Of course, I'm not able to advance toward it because I'm afraid.
Oh yeah, that's right. What sort of state is Casimir in? Can he speak, or is he speechless, or?
He You can see sweat pouring off his face as his instincts to hold the undead at bay is grappled with the instinct to run away in fright. And the thing's head's 10 feet away from Casimir, so.
Okay, I'm gonna back up behind Casimir, realizing that this creature is afraid of him, and begin switching to my light crossbow. So
Okay.
that's gonna have to be pulled off my. It's probably gonna be my attack round to back up and ready my crossbow, which is going to include loading it. So it's a whole round.
Yep.
Do you need me to make any rolls to do this?
No.
Stay between me and the beast, Casimir. Keep him at bay.
Okay.
Okay. So Casimir's just going to attempt to turn it. That seems a little bit big. Okay. Can anyone see that aura or no?
The aura, yeah, around me.
No, I know you can see it, but can anyone else can? Um, can anyone see that aura around Casimir?
I see it.
Okay. So they say you got that right. So we're up to Jer, even though the circle thing. to him.
I'm going to attempt to move silently back into the room.
Okay.
And that's it.
Basically, it's only go right there and get it's hedged. There.
Okay, if I've got a crossbow bolt readied, I'm going to fire it.
Okay.
Just checking to see if I actually have crossbow bolts here in my inventory. 1 second. Hopefully I do. No, I don't have any crossbow bolts, unless the DM is willing to say that I do have crossbow bolts.
You got a case.
Okay, thank you. And this would be short range, I would imagine.
Yep.
I was
Nothing.
gonna,
Sure.
Okay. I'm going to move silently a little closer to the enemy. And that's it.
Okay. Okay, so there does that. It's still held at bay.
What is the quantity that quarrels come in? Do they come in 10s, 20s?
20.
Okay.
Dagger.
Okay, I'm going to take aim with my light crossbow again and fire.
And you miss.
Pazing!
Where is Scenario when you guys need him?
Yeah. Okay, I'm going to maintain the turn. I think that's the best thing I can do.
Yeah, because he. So back to Jer.
Okay, I'm going to pull out my longbow and gonna pull a sheep arrow and try to backstab this guy with a sheep arrow.
Okay.
-2 for 24 damage.
That will hit.
Okay. And then if it doesn't kill him, I'm going to take movement and move back over here. And that's it.
Okay, so you will get a second attack at the end of the round.
Nope.
It hisses as it pulls out the arrow from its chest. So back to Dagger.
Okay, firing that light crossbow again. Not another fumble. Hopefully, I don't shoot Casimir, who's like between us.
No,
You go to shoot between his legs,
the
and
the, the sling, the string of the mechanism, right under the quarrel. Basically, jamming it into the
the bow.
yeah, basically jamming the mechanism.
Damn.
It will take the round to clear it. So not Casimir, Jerry, you get your second bow attack.
Oh, okay. Oh,
Fumbles
Oof,
for
not good.
everybody.
Luckily, that was at the end of the round. And this thing's still at bay, cannot do anything. You can see Casimir violently shake as he's trying to keep calm and under the pressure of being afraid of this thing. Jar.
okay. Jer is going to step around the corner and hide once more.
Okay. It cannot do anything. So we're up to Dargar.
All right, I'm gonna keep firing.
No.
Terrible with this light crossbow.
Jar.
Okay. Jer's gonna step out of cover, and again try to backstab this thing with his arrow. Chief arrow. Uh, -11 for 8. And then step back.
Still standing. And again, it's hedged. Hisses in rage again as it again snatches the arrow from its body.
Does it look like the arrows are doing something to it?
Yeah.
All right, Dargar is going to put the light crossbow to his eye and aim carefully. Miss. Meanwhile, the ground around his feet is just covered in quarrels.
Think, think, think. Casimir still maintains.
Jer steps out of cover again to make his second shot.
Yeah, oh yeah, I forgot about that. And you also get your first shot for the round.
Okay, this round I'm going to hide.
Okay.
AC
We'll
0
take your
for
second
1
shot from last
damage.
round. That will just
Okay,
hit.
and then check. Kill. Hide in shadow.
This thing is the epitome of rage.
So every time I hide, I'm essentially multiplying my attacks by 4.
Nice.
Okay, shooting again. Success!
There we go. Ping, ping.
That's got to be a natural 20, I think.
Yes, it is.
Rolling for damage, that whole die 4.
Really? That's it for light crossbow?
Yeah.
Give me another one.
Oh, another die 4?
Yep.
4. Yeah, surprisingly, a light crossbow is pretty. It's D4 for large and small creatures.
There we go.
Finally, I hit something with this cursed thing.
Yay.
Double digit combat.
Ah! Jer's gonna pop out of cover. Try to backstab with his longbow. AC 4 for 4 damage. I think that's a miss.
AC 0 is
And
what you're looking for.
he will pop back into cover. And he is no longer stealth.
Can't do anything.
And my second attack.
Well, I'll be at the end of the round, yeah.
Oh,
After Dargar here.
So wait, what was that, Mark?
You're up.
Okay, firing again.
Critical success to a critical fumble.
And Jared will pop out of cover.
Yeah, you go to pull the firing mechanism and realize that you left the safety on.
Ah. Taking another pot shot.
Yep.
AC 6 for 6. And
Nope.
misses.
I will maintain the turn. I think that's working out well for us.
Yes, it is. Sure.
Jer is again going to hide in shadows. How many squares can my trident reach?
Melee. So I don't go the reach rolls from combat tactics as long as you're adjacent to them.
Okay.
Because at best, I would say maybe 7 feet. Okay. So Dara.
All right, you lucky light crossbow. Do your stuff. That may be a hit.
You're slowly whittling them down.
Okay, Jerry is going to pop out from cover. Wait, did I hide?
I think you hid last round.
Okay. Yeah, gonna pop out from cover and send a backstab. AC 0 for 8 damage, and pop back into cover.
He drops to one knee. Acre flowing from puncture wounds. Looking very, very haggard. With a weakened grunt, it pulls out the arrow. And rip the dagger.
I'm gonna run out of crossbow bolts. Whoa, another critical 20.
Nice.
And give me another d4. And the undead abomination falls backwards as the bolt hits him right between the eyes.
Yay! Finally, that thing drops.
Woohoo!
Is it safe?
I think it's safe.
In Casimir and Dagger, you do hear the familiar voice of Jer.
Well, hello, Jer.
Hello? Is it dead? Is it safe?
I think so.
Oh
It's not
my
moving.
god. How I've missed you guys. I was chased by a banshee. I couldn't find you, Casimir. And then that thing. Oh.
Yeah, well, if we see the Banshee again, I'll try to turn it, I guess.
Welcome back, Jer. Good to see you. We didn't know where you were.
I didn't know where you were. I was lost.
Okay,
This place is huge.
So,
so I found one of the minarets and was able to bring it back. So we can see, I guess you've already seen where there's another minaret, but nothing moves because time is stopped or something.
yes, I think there's another minaret.
It was right on the floor on a pillow near where we came in, but we couldn't move it.
Yes.
So I'm trying to figure out what we do to make time flow so we can move things.
Well, I think north of the room where we came in, there may be some answers.
Okay.
but I don't read, so
Okay, let's go take a look. There, we looked around, but we didn't stop to read anything.
Yeah, I think I saw some dwarvish writing, but I didn't stop to read it.
Yeah, let's go back then.
I guess I should have read that.
Where, yeah, lead on. We'll follow, and don't just go invisible or whatever it is you do all the time to disappear. We need to follow you.
Follow the Jer. Everywhere.
So here on the pillow is the minaret.
yep. In this room, there are written things.
Are they on the? Is it written on the floor?
Uh, no, on paper.
I'll attempt to read the paper.
It's in common, but Jared cannot read common. Basically, notes detailing this lady's involvement in the assassination of her husband. And how it was to go down at a certain time, um, about a millennia ago.
Does it read like a confession?
More or less.
Does it read like a suicide note?
Nope, nope, not a suicide note. It's just cold, calculating. Like this woman was the mastermind behind the assassination on her husband. How she got the assassin and his minions into a dinner that they were throwing.
And
Does
then
it state? Does it state her name or her husband's name?
No.
I'll relay the information to Jer about what it says and read it. And if Casimir's there, I'll read it out loud.
Yeah, read it out.
there are also written things beyond the curtain there, in the east wall, I think. But I can't remember if I could disturb the curtain.
The curtains cannot be moved.
Do either of you have any idea what this note might mean?
No.
Well, I don't know what we're supposed to do with it. That's what I really don't know.
Maybe there's something on the other side of this curtain. Well, I guess we can't go through it, so. Casimir, do you have any spells like gaseous form or enlarge reversed?
No, anything that's pretty much wizard flavored. No, I've got a lot of stuff about trying to control the behavior of one individual that typically doesn't work on undead.
Okay, I was just thinking maybe we could slip under the curtain. Well, I think we're gonna have to go and step on some platforms.
Yeah, well, we can try to go back. I just, I had before I went back to the big open rooms, I had the minaret with me. So I don't know. Hey, Jer, is there stuff upstairs or downstairs that's worth looking at? Because we got staircases all over the place.
Yeah, well, I did go down the stairs, and there's there's a room downstairs that has a big crystal thing in it with more curtains. Um, I would assume that there is something important behind the curtains, but I can't disturb anything in these rooms. Everything's sort of frozen in time or something, as though time has stopped and we're moving betwixt the moments.
Right. And so we need a clue somehow of how to start time. And I wonder if there was something in that writing that we could mine where we could dig a clue out of that and figure out what to do next.
Mm, there may be some writing downstairs. There was a tapestry which showed the crystal room before this one, complete with the tomb of what's his name, the model of the tomb of what's his name, the one that's missing the minarets.
Yeah, we should go look at that tapestry. What do you think, Dargar?
Yeah, I can't remember what was on it.
Right this way.
So you're heading back down?
Yeah.
Oh, we did search the body on this thing, right? Didn't we?
No.
All right,
No,
let's.
I didn't say anything. I think we should.
All right, I'll search the body as we're walking past it. this shadowy figure.
Yeah, you don't find anything.
Okay.
Okay, so yes, you do go down.
Ah, yes, here we are. So the uh, tapestries there, and then these are the curtains. And I just assumed I couldn't get past the curtains here.
Yeah, let's look at the tapestries and then see if we can open the curtains.
Oh, and then through this curtain over here, this curtain is actually open. There may be something of interest in the next room. I don't remember
Hey,
what it is.
cool. Yeah, we'll take a look at that. So I'm thinking tapestry, and then we go look in the other room, and then we figure out the curtains. So there's this tapestry.
That's correct. And basically, it's just a picture of the central chamber um, in the crystal prism, complete with a model of the Citadel of Martech. So basically, it's a tapestry of the central room of the cathedral.
Does this tell us a tale of any kind or just depiction?
Just a depiction. And actually, you can interact with things in this room.
Story, there's nothing to interact with in this room?
No, you can interact.
Run that whole sentence by me again. I think you might have missed I might have missed it.
Basically, anything within this chamber can be interacted with.
So it's not frozen like our other areas.
No, it's just not.
Okay, so the tapestry. What guys have you heard anything that sounds like a clue about how we're supposed to turn time on?
And what is this area over here in the middle section?
You don't know?
Huh?
Curtain of light.
Can we see beyond the curtain or not?
No, you cannot.
And the curtain extends touches the floor. There's no room underneath it. No
Floor.
room up. Can the curtain be slid open?
You attempt to, and the light plays across you and can seem to seem to disturb it.
Hey guys, have either of you tried stepping through this curtain of light? Perhaps you, Jer.
Not yet.
Something's happening to me, you said?
Yeah, I was asking if you tried stepping through this curtain of light.
Why no. I was running from the Banshee when I came through here. I'd keep your eyes peeled if I were you.
Do you think I should dare try to enter it? I'll wave my hand through it, showing that it seems to be able to be passed through. Okay, well, ready yourselves. I'm going to step through this curtain of light.
Okay.
I'll stay close.
And as you enter the northern alcove, you notice that there is a 3.5-inch wide hole in the roof with a stream of light coming down directly toward, say, a hole 3.5-3-inch wide hole in the floor.
Like a beam of light.
That is correct.
I'll tell Casimir and Jer that there's a beam of light passing from floor to ceiling in this tiny room.
Strange.
Or I guess it's a
I wonder if Crystal goes there or something. Perhaps one of the crystals will reflect the light refract the light?
There's also a hourglass in a 2-foot square hole.
An hourglass related to perhaps time and the passage thereof. Let's take a look at that.
Sounds like it.
Is the sand through the hourglass moving, much like the days of our lives?
I've heard that a few times because my first wife was a big soap opera fan.
Yeah. Yeah, I had a girlfriend who was a big Days fan. She used to watch it all the time too. In high school.
Yeah, I think my sisters watch some of that silly stuff too.
I'm thinking that if the grains of sand are passing through the hourglass, or maybe they're all on one side, maybe they're all on the top or all on the bottom, and I can flip it over again.
Yeah, what does it look like? Was it standing straight up or on its side or what?
It was standing straight up.
Sand's on the bottom, sand stuck in the top.
Both.
Are there grains of sand moving between the two?
That looks that way.
I'll tell Casimir and Jared that there's an hourglass about halfway done. Can I estimate about the period of time that has passed?
Nope.
Is the sand equally distributed between the top and the bottom?
It seems that way.
So it would make no difference for me to flip it over because we would, or maybe it would, I don't know. What do you think, Casimir? Should I flip it over?
Yeah, let's try that. But I suspect with the sand stuck, it's not going to do anything. But just go for it.
Oh, I thought the sand was flowing.
Is it flowing?
It's hard to tell.
Too dark in that cubby hole?
No, it's too fine. You don't see any,
Okay.
yeah, you don't see any discernible.
Yeah, let's just flip it over. See what happens.
All right. Dargar will reach into the 2-foot square hole, grab the hourglass if he can, and reverse it, turning it upside down.
So you do attempt to reverse the time.
Yeah.
Okay. You guys feel a strange sensation as you will be suddenly swept off your feet. For the next few minutes, you see everything that has happened to you while you were in here happening again, except in reverse. The combat with the undead abomination. You see Dargar's killing shot, the creature getting up, being peppered with arrows from both Dargar and Jer.
Yes.
You see Jer descend or the staircase, come across the treasury room, coming across the harem, going back down, coming back down to this chamber, going back up the stairs. So everything you've done while you were here is being played back in reverse to the point where you've entered this tomb, this tower. You get back, all four of you get back, the three of you get back to the main chamber. When you're suddenly teleported back into the crystal structure.
Okay. But did we?
No minaret.
No minaret. We might have to do this again, boys, and then I don't know what's going to happen in that place we were just at. I didn't think time flowing backward was on the menu.
Nor did I. But it was funny watching my light crossbow vacuum up all of those quarrels in reverse.
Which you have.
They all are back again?
They're all are back again. Jer, all your arrows that you fired are back again. The dagger, however, from when Jer first encountered the woman in that bedroom, is not with you.
Yeah, if we go back in there, everything we killed already, we might have to kill again.
Oh, so it's like we've done a reset on time.
But we still need to know if it's flowing. Because if it flows forward, we can go, well, I guess, we can go down there, get the minaret, and get out of there. If it's flowing backward, maybe we can too, but I'm not sure how that works.
I guess this might be a good place to wrap it up.
Yep.
And consider our strange time reversal. Well, that sort of gives us a lot of questions to think about with these platforms, crystal balls, reverse time.
Temporal stasis.
Yeah, this is we're never going to be really sure what's going on until we do the right thing that gets us through it. Oh, and we still have to deal with the Southwest with the lady kneeling.
That's right. We'll have to probably step on that disc.
Yeah, so I guess the options now are try to figure out how to deal with this place and go back into it, or go to that place and find the girl.
Mark, are we at a point where we're probably our characters are going to need to camp for the night? Like, have we spent the entire night?
Probably. Yeah, probably.
Yeah, if we do that, I'm going to pass around more healing to anybody because we were in pretty good shape before. I don't think anyone took any damage, but like let's heal everybody up before we sleep.
Okay. I guess we could probably pick one of these rooms to camp in.
Yeah, it doesn't seem to be anything else down here.
I could use a single heal, would probably fix me up to full.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm down 6 points.
Okay, you're healed 7.
Well, thank you.
Hmm.
Yeah, I guess we may as well camp in this room and split up the watch, I guess, 3 ways.
Yeah, sounds good. I'm gonna whip out a couple more cure light wounds for myself.
I think Jared's probably at full. I don't know. His red line looks full.
Oh, I'm uninjured.
Oh, you're injured? Okay.
I am uninjured.
Oh, uninjured. Okay. Now, camping in such a huge room like this, does it even get dark or does it stay light all the time?
And it stays lit until you can take care of something.
Okay, I'm at full hit points, so and I'm at almost full spell. So let's. This seems like a reasonably good place to rest for the night.
Okay, and we can call it there.
Cool.
Rightio. Good game.
Yeah,
Thank
good session, Mark.
Friends are reunited again. All together.
Yeah, so glad you could get the computer stuff sorted out so we could play.
Yeah, I was able to, like I said, get stuff transferred over.
Yeah.
Next step's try to get to back again and see if I can get my music over. That'll fill up my entire internal hard drives.
Yeah, there's a lot of people that are moving to cloud storage, but you got to pay for all that now. So
Yeah.
Yeah, and you can't. I don't know. I don't want to trust cloud storage. I do a little bit of stuff on a cloud, but I
And depending on which you're using, you either have to be logging in at least, just like Forshare, you have to be at least active at least once a month to maintain it, or else everything goes away.
Yeah. Yeah, I've used Dropbox before, and I know OneDrive by Microsoft is another one that I've used.
Yeah, I use those too.
They're only like
And Google,
space or something.
and Google Docs and stuff like that too. So
Yep. All right.
I'm kind of old school like that too. I like to keep copies of things.
Yeah.
One crazy thing that I learned that I didn't know was that any of the old movies that have music in them that the licensing is expired on, like say it's Creedence Clearwater Revival in Forrest Gump, the new versions won't have that music anymore. They're going to replace it with something.
Hmm.
So if you've got a copy, you're good. But if you're going to watch a new version of it, it'll have something else there.
And you always have to worry about, dickheads like Apple deciding that, oh, you've got iTunes and you've got some files you didn't get from us. Yeah, we'll just delete them. I know that was years ago, but seriously, what were they thinking?
Wow, yeah, I never heard of that one.
It didn't affect me. I just heard about it happening to other folks.
yeah, it was crazy, especially when the whole thing started with the streaming and sharing.
Yep. All right, guys. It was good playing with
Okay,
you.
everybody, have a good night.
And
Thanks for the game.
yeah, Mark, thank you for DMing.
Yeah, you're welcome.
All right. See you guys next week.
Thanks,
So
Mark.
next week, good night, everybody.
And for our viewers, thank you very much for watching. Please hit that follow button if you're watching us live on Twitch, and if you're watching us on YouTube, please hit that subscribe button. It helps us out immensely. We have links to our Discord, our Twitter, Patreon, and PayPal. And soon I'm going to put up a link to our Parler. I started a Parler account. And if you like who we are and like what we do, I strongly urge you to explore our links to Patreon and PayPal. The PayPal is for small one-time donations, and Patreon is for monthly pledges as little as $1, and you can help us out with things like dynamic lighting and possibly animated tokens and things like that. And once again, thank you very much for watching. I hope to see you again. Tomorrow I will be DMing my home campaign, my homebrew campaign, The Orb of Solonod Hex, starting at 1 p.m. Eastern, 10 a.m. Pacific. And that will run for 5 hours until about 6 p.m. Eastern. So hope to see you then. And one last time, thank you very much for watching. Bye-bye.